What's up, sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? Welcome back, my viewers and subscribers. We're not even going to waste any time. We're going straight into it. So finally, I have some information for you guys surrounding the situation between Hetmyer and the Guyana Cricket Board. Now, the president of the Guyana Cricket Board, who is also a director for CWI, has spoken. And he's actually condemning rumors that are circulating that Hetmyer was not offered a retainer contract. Now, reports started to circulate all over social media on the 17th of June, I think it was, after the draft was held and all of that. And, it was made public that Guyana actually contracted 15 players and Hetmyer was not a part of it. People started to speculate all different type of reasons as it relates to why Hetmyer isn't in the list. I personally have my opinion as it relates to why he was not contracted, and I will say to you guys in the latter part of the video. Right now, I was actually taking a look at a website. They are called the Newsroom. They usually report on cricketing stories coming out of Guyana, and they are confirming that Hetmyer actually opted out of contract. Right, he opted out. He declined receiving a contract, right? A retainer contract from the Guyana Cricket Board. Now, the GCB president, hopefully I'm going to pronounce his first name correctly, I think he's called Bisodial Singh, let us say Mr. Singh, said that is not the case. Persons who are saying that they did not offer Hetmyer a contract, they are wrong. And persons who are saying that Hetmyer outrightly said he did not want the contract, they are also wrong. Now, according to Mr. Singh, and they arrived at this decision out of a mutual consent, right? Or mutual agreement. That is what the Guyana Cricket Board president is saying, Mr. Singh. Hetmyer and the Guyana Cricket Board arrived at this decision based on a mutual agreement, right? That is what he's saying. Now, he went on to say, Mr. Singh went on to say, and I quote, he has never refused to play for Guyana. So that is what they are saying. Hetmyer has never refused from playing for Guyana or representing Guyana. Because in the midst of this situation, you don't want to tarnish the man's, I don't want to say character, but you don't want to look as if the man is not patriotic to his country or anything like that. So they are polishing it off. So they reached there based off a mutual agreement. He went on to say, and I quote, now newsroom figure reached out to them and was trying to get some information. Now this is what Mr. Singh went on to say, and I quote, I would prefer if you would speak to Mr. Hetmyer. Yes, that is what he said. I would prefer if you would speak to Mr. Hetmyer. So Mr. Singh and the Guyana Cricket Board would have done their part in trying to squash the rumors by saying, here what? It was arrived at through a process of mutual agreement, right? So the next step, if you want more information, is to reach out to Mr. Hetmyer. But we are not going to be saying this is why Hetmyer did not take the contract, or this is why we did not offer him the contract. Well, I won't even look at it from that angle, because there is no possible way they would not offer Hetmyer the contract. We know it must be coming from Hetmyer's side, right? Based on how wanted he is around the world. So that is what he's saying. Hetmyer has never refused to play for Guyana, and they would prefer if persons would reach out to Mr. Hetmyer to try and get some information. Right? He went on to say, and I quote, the board and Hetmyer came to this decision and the decision stands. So that is what he's saying, my viewers and subscribers. And based on what the newsroom, based on what they are saying, they would have tried to reach out to Hetmyer and his camp to get some information, but efforts proved futile. So they weren't able to get in touch with Hetmyer to basically see what the situation is, right? So he's not a part of the contracted list of players that were given contract. You guys will remember that during the last contracted period between July 2021 and I think it would have been July 2021, I think, to July 2022, if I'm not mistaken, Hetmyer was actually awarded a Guyana Cricket Board contract. He only played a couple of games though. I think he only played something like maybe 2 games out of the thing, and then he missed the other rounds because he had to go to the IPL and all sort of things. Right? But you will also remember that the reason he was given this contract is because CWI did not offer him a contract. And for those who are actually following the cricket, you would remember that the Guyana Cricket Board did not take lightly to this at all. Us here on Sports to the Bone, we had discussions as relates to whether or not there are players getting contracts that are performing better than Hetmyer. We all had that conversation. But we are just YouTubers and fans of cricket. But Guyana Cricket Board personnel came out and publicly denounced the decision, said to CWI, listen, we want to know what the selection criteria is. You need to make this public. And they condemned CWI because of the fact that Hetmyer wasn't offered a contract. So I am assuming that persons are eagerly waiting to hear why the reason is, or why it is that Hetmyer did not accept the contract from Guyana when they came out last year, put their necks on the block for him, and made a lot of speech, right, backing him. We know the relationship that Shimron has with, I don't want to say Guyana Cricket Board, but the clubs and things like that in and around Guyana, always donating, always looking to help. So we are aware that persons from Guyana are going to be backing Hetmyer, right? This is my thought though. Usually, players that are given contract by Guyana Cricket Board, if I'm not mistaken, these are players that are usually not contracted by CWI. Just follow me, guys. I don't know if I'm overreaching or I am wrong, but I am thinking that players that are usually contracted by Guyana Cricket Board, those are the players that are usually not offered CWI contract, if I'm not mistaken. So one could make the assumption that the Guyana Cricket Board, alongside Hetmyer, are aware that he will be offered a West Indies retainer contract in the coming probably days or weeks or whenever it is. So as a result of that, he has decided not to take up Guyana Cricket Board on their offer. Because Hetmyer is one of those players that Guyana Cricket Board would know that they might not have him right throughout the season. But if they have him on the books, that is still something good, because at least once he's available, he will be playing. But as I said, this is my opinion. Probably Guyana Cricket Board and Hetmyer decided not to sign that contract because he's expected, or he would have heard, that CWI are planning to offer him a contract. That would be very strange, very weird, because only a couple months ago, CWI indicated that Hetmyer is nowhere near the fitness requirement, right? Remember that, guys. So even though he performed well at the IPL, he was our best performing batsman at the World Cup, performed well at the IPL, 2 last IPL, performed well, right? He was not fit enough the last time they reported. So I am thinking that it could be a possibility that he has now gotten to the fitness level and they are going to offer him a contract. Romario Shepherd is also another player that was left out. And based on what Newsroom is saying, the entity that I took this story from, Romario Shepherd will be offered a CWI retainer contract. And that is basically why he is not a part of the Guyana Harpy Eagles squad. That our squad of 15 players that were contracted. So, having said that, I am going to draw the opinion that Hetmyer will be offered a CWI contract. This is not me saying this is how it has to go or this is how it is, because it could be a thing of the man want to free up himself to explore options IPL, PSL, all of these different leagues without tying down himself to Guyana Cricket Board. But as I said, I think that this man still wants to prove himself at the international scene or on the international stage. So I am of the opinion that a retainer contract will be offered to Shimron Hetmyer from CWI, and he is planning to accept it. As I said, once again, guys, this is not me saying this is a confirmed news as it relates to he will be getting a contract. This is me just giving you my opinion as it relates to why Shimron did not sign with Guyana Cricket Board. But these are just my views. And I always leave my comment section open so you guys can go straight ahead. Agree, disagree, give me your opinion. My comment sections are always on, always open, so you can give me your opinion as it relates to what you think on the topic. Until next time, my peeps, bless. Stay safe.